The air in the small room felt thick, heavy with unspoken anxieties. Sarah sat across from me, her shoulders slumped, her voice a fragile whisper recounting the difficult news she'd just received. Her eyes were red-rimmed, her hands trembling as she clutched a crumpled tissue. My immediate instinct, the one that usually floods me, was to absorb her pain, to feel the sharp edge of her despair myself. In the past, I would have found myself quickly overwhelmed, my own energy draining, my thoughts clouding. But this time, something was different. I felt the natural empathy, the genuine concern, but beneath it, a stillness, a quiet, unwavering core. I listened, truly listened, without feeling like I was drowning in her sorrow. My mind remained clear, my presence steady, a calm anchor in her stormy moment. Perhaps you found yourself in a similar situation, whether with a close friend, a family member, or even a community you serve. You want to help, you truly do. You feel their pain, their frustration, their fear. And so often that open-hearted desire to connect leads to a profound sense of depletion. We carry their burdens home with us, their emotions become our own. We give until we have nothing left, and then we wonder why we feel so utterly exhausted, so hollowed out. This is a common, often unacknowledged struggle for many compassionate souls. We believe that to help deeply, we must feel deeply, perhaps even suffer deeply alongside others. But what if there was another way? A path where you could offer genuine, profound support without losing your own sense of self, without becoming emotionally depleted. This isn't about cold detachment or indifference. It's about a deeply effective way of serving, one that draws its wisdom from the ancient Stoics. It's about learning to serve from your overflow, not your depletion. Think of it this way. You cannot pour from an empty cup. If your inner well is dry, any attempt to draw water for others will only leave you parched and frustrated. True service, sustained and impactful service, requires a full cup. And the Stoic path provides the principles for keeping that cup continually replenished. The first principle is the cultivation of your inner citadel. This is a concept Marcus Aurelius spoke of. Your mind, your inner world, is a fortress that only you can control. External events, the emotions of others, are like weather systems outside its walls. You can observe the storm, acknowledge its power, even offer shelter from it, but you do not have to let it rage within your own chambers. This isn't about building walls around your heart, but rather understanding your boundaries. It's about recognizing that while you can empathize with another's pain, you are not responsible for owning it. Your job is to be a clear mirror reflecting their experience rather than a sponge absorbing it. This leads directly to the Stoic concept of the dichotomy of control. You have control over your own thoughts, your actions, your reactions. You do not have control over the external circumstances or, crucially, over how others choose to feel or react. When someone is distressed, you can offer a listening ear, wise counsel, practical help. You cannot, however, force them to feel better or solve their problems for them. When you internalize this distinction, a tremendous weight lifts. You focus your energy where it is most effective, on being a calm, rational, and compassionate presence, rather than fruitlessly struggling against what is beyond your control. You give from your place of strength, not from a frantic desire to manipulate outcomes. Now, some might fear this sounds too cold, too rational, but the Stoics understood that true virtue lies in action rooted in wisdom and courage. To truly help, you need clarity. When you are overwhelmed by another's emotions, your judgment can become clouded. You might offer advice born of your own anxiety rather than genuine insight. By maintaining your inner stillness, you preserve your capacity for wisdom. You become a steady lighthouse in their storm rather than another boat caught in the waves. A practical tool for this is premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of adversity. It simply means taking a moment before engaging in a potentially challenging situation to anticipate what difficult emotions or scenarios might arise. Not to dwell on them, but to prepare yourself. If you know you're going into a conversation where someone might be angry or deeply sad, you mentally brace yourself. You remind yourself of your purpose: to serve, to listen, to be present. This mental rehearsal reduces the shock when strong emotions inevitably appear, helping you to remain composed and centered. It's like putting on your emotional resilience armor before going into battle, ensuring you give from a place of preparation, not vulnerability. This approach isn't just about protecting yourself, it's about making your help more effective. When you are centered, you can listen more deeply, identify needs more accurately, and respond more appropriately. You offer a stable ground for others to lean on, rather than another shifting surface. Your compassion is sustained because it is not depleting you. It is a wellspring that flows outwards, nourished by your own cultivated peace. So, how do we cultivate this overflow? It begins with intentional self-care, not as a luxury, but as a discipline. This could be quiet reflection, journaling, exercise, spending time in nature, or simply carving out moments of stillness each day to reconnect with your inner core. It means recognizing your own limits and gently but firmly setting boundaries when you feel your cup beginning to empty. It's about understanding that you cannot truly give until you have first ensured your own well-being. As you go about your day, whether you're supporting a loved one, volunteering in your community, or simply navigating a challenging conversation, remember this: your compassion is a powerful force, but it needs to be channeled wisely. By cultivating your inner citadel, understanding what you can control, and filling your own cup first, you transform from a potential victim of emotional contagion into an unshaken helper. You serve not from a place of depletion, but from an abundance of clarity, strength, and an ever-flowing calm presence. We're all on this journey of becoming more effective, more resilient humans. I invite you to reflect on how you currently give to others. Do you feel drained afterwards, or do you feel a quiet satisfaction? What small step can you take today to nurture your own inner well so that your giving can truly come from a place of overflow? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's learn from each other as we strive to be those unwavering anchors in a chaotic world. Thank you for listening.